Man, you ever work so much, you be out there doing overtime and it's putting in that work and you just forget what day it was. Work, man, work. It's a struggle, man. Struggle just to live sometimes, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta crack open this Red Bull. Oh, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Salutations to anybody that's out there. I got so tired that I had to ask my mother what day it was. I had to ask a couple of people what day it was. Uh, it's like we work so hard, to get so little, man. It just, you can find yourself just, struggling to catch up, to yourself with bills, with obligations, with people, with friends, with family, you know, even with enemies. Like I said, just it's crazy sometimes, but it happens, it happens, it happens. So here I am now, just literally just trying to wake up, drinking this Red Bull Light or whatever the case may be. Hmm. I don't even know if anybody else is gonna come through. Yeah, I seen one person come in and out. It's all good. I don't expect people to be on here in full force every day anyway. I'm still gonna go for my arbitrary 20 to 30 minutes, whatever that's gonna be. Hmm. I guess these morning chats are, pretty cool. I appreciate them. I get it. People are doing things and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm here, yours truly. And if I'm not mistaken, today is Friday, April 6th, 7, no, was it April 6th, 2018. Mm. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It looks like it's going to be one of those live streams, though. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? The grind, the grind, the grind, the grind, the grind. I guess you just keep pushing on. You keep doing whatever it is that you can do, to make things happen and whatnot. That's really all it is. You keep just trying to forge forward and whatnot. You know, keep trying to forge forward. It is a challenge, but I mean, each day has its own challenges. I see a quote. It says, "Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits." You know, as the one person came back. Or come to the chat. I appreciate you for being here, whoever that one person may be. You know, each day is about pushing it, trying to just move forward and whatnot. Like I said, I really, 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 I'm tired. And it's not so much about being tired, it's just, you're just trying to find yourself, you're trying to pace yourself. I tell anybody out there, when you're doing stuff with work, with life, whatever it may be, you pace yourself. You just try to, find yourself in a way, where um, you just make some sense of it all. Like I said, it's just me trying to make sense of it all right now. I appreciate anybody that may watch and may not watch, in and out, whatever the case may be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're just trying to get it together. Just trying to get it together. I mean, I don't know if you ever had the situation where, like I said, you just get so caught up. You find yourself just going so much, that you really just don't lose track of time. You just lose track of where you are, what you are sometimes, in a particular situation. It happens, you know. You have to remind yourself just of, I guess what's going on. Sometimes you pull back. I've had coworkers and stuff like that who were going through stuff recently and you had operations and different things that's going on, real life stuff, and sometimes you just don't see nothing else outside of just trying to survive. I think DMX said it, himself. He says, to live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. Not saying I'm suffering, but it's a situation where you just say, wow, okay, you know, okay, just trying to make sense of it all. You know, here I am, just trying to make sense of it all. Do the good, do the bad, do the ugly. It's looking like this is gonna be one of those live streams. But it's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I logged in my hours, my time, my minutes. Yeah, seeing and reflecting, just trying to get ready for the day and whatnot. Sometimes, the struggle of the day is just trying to get where you're going. That's the biggest part. I mean, it's easy to lay there, not do anything, not go after the day, not really, challenge yourself and whatnot, not challenge those limits, not challenge those expectations that you may have of yourself or other people may have of you, and just shatter and go beyond what you thought was possible. You know, that's just what it is. That's really what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess there's not a lot of people on today. Well, that's cool too. That's cool too. Wherever everybody is, I hope everybody is good. Maybe they're tired of me live streaming. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I guess this is the test when how serious you really are about live streaming and coming on and doing this thing. Have really many people in the chat. I guess this is the time I'm really talking to myself. It's cool too. It's cool too. I don't know. Except I'm still here. I'm still here. Still here. Still here. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning to you. I didn't think anybody was gonna come back through the live stream, but good morning to you. I'm just trying to get myself together. Just trying to keep track of the days. Sometimes you work and you don't realize just working. He catch up with you. Really catch up with your body. I was waking up thinking that Monday was Tuesday and Wednesday was Thursday and Friday was Saturday, somewhere into Sunday, Yeah, I don't know. It can get to you sometimes, just the grind, the rat race, just trying to survive and whatnot, Yeah, 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 Cheryl. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. You know. Then people expect you just to keep going. Not robotic, but then that's when you got to watch out because a lot of things become automated. They're trying to replace us with machines anyway, as far as human beings. What people can and can't do as far as work is concerned. So you got to get up there and you got to keep going. You know. Yeah, I know you understand, Cheryl. I know you understand. It's just a grind. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, really. Yeah, I'm just trying to just put the pieces together. Like you said, you got things you want to accomplish. You got things you want to do. And if you don't go through the struggle, if you don't go through the grind and whatnot, it won't happen. Like I said, so I just encourage anybody out there, to get your rest, to properly, prepare yourself for each day. Sometimes, you got to cut off the TV or cut off the internet, whatever, the smartphone, and just get some sleep. Sometimes you got to, just eat properly, don't take in too much negativity and whatnot, even though things are constantly coming at us, that's just, that's just what it is. This is just one of those, I guess, introspective live streams and whatnot. I don't, like I said, I don't expect a whole bunch of people. You know, yeah. But as far as what day is today, it is National Burrito Day for those people that care about that. Maybe if you Google that or whatever the case may be, you can find some deals and stuff like that. How am I doing? I'm tired. I'm tired, really. Yes, it is. It is. It is National Burrito Day. I was Googling it and found out you could probably get some deals or something like that. I don't know. For the most part. Thank you for the 3 people that showed up here. I appreciate you folks for being here. I didn't know if anybody's going to show up, but like I said, it's all good. Kudos to you. Cheers to you. A Red Bull up to you. This is me actually in the live stream trying to wake up. I was trying to think of what to say because I'm doing my live streams and whatnot. I have live streams and stuff that I want to do, but this is the live stream in between the live stream, and I don't want to waste too much of the subject matter on stuff. Got so many things that I could talk about. Tip your coffee. There you go, show. So I just said, hey, let's just go here. I just try to put out my realest thoughts and whatnot. And like I said, hopefully I'm not boring you to death, but for the most part, I just try to be real with whatever I present and put out there. I know there's a lot of people who really don't want to, see a person live stream all the time. At least not me, but that's fine. That's cool too. Am I fine? I guess I'm fine. People ask me sometimes, they say, how are you doing? How am I? Am I okay? And I tell them sometimes. Sometimes I'm okay. Sometimes I'm really not. Sometimes I'm just tired. Sometimes I just want to lay in the bed. Sometimes I just want to, let the time pass me by. I don't know if you've ever been there. I don't know if you get like that at times. I don't know. I'm a real person like anybody else. Some days it's just a struggle just to face the world. Not because I can't face the world, but because, there's so many obstacles. There's so many challenges. There's so many things in the way, You want to reach forward and accomplish things. And, there's so many, different things trying to stop you from going where you got to go. But I fight on because I'd rather fight on. I'd rather push through it. I'd rather, go through the good, the bad, the ugly, because of the fact is, if I don't, what will I accomplish by laying there doing nothing? You know what I mean? It gets to a point where you have to demand more of yourself, even if the obstacles weigh heavily against you, even if situations seem unfair, even if stuff is unjust, so that's where I'm at with it. I push forward, I really do. I push forward to the next day, to the next challenge, to the next limit, to the next situation. And thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. For the one person that gave me the thumbs up, I didn't know if I was gonna get that. What's going on, East Dad? What's up? I'm just trying to wake up, just trying to keep track of time. That's what this live stream is, introspective or retrospective. Keeping track of time, just understanding what's going on. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Thank you for the second thumbs up. I appreciate it. And I thank you for you folks being here with me. Like I said, because I know, like I said, I'm not saying a whole much. Creative spirit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like I said, this is just me. I'm more reflecting right now. Like I said, it's more thought. I just spend this live stream thinking about, the day that's going to come before me, the things that I have to do. So much happens in a day. I wish I could show you all the stuff that I actually go through in the day, going from point A to point B, and then if, further and beyond. All the people that I'll meet today, all the things that I'll see, the dangers that I'll face or avoid facing, the blessings, the peace, the nonsense that comes, Sometimes you don't realize how much you actually go through in a day, Try not to sit there and think about it too much, because then if you do, you won't be able to face it. But sometimes you have to block some stuff out just so you could, go out there and do what you have to do and, get through the day, Like I said, it's just wild. But it's a blessing though, because You know, at the end of the day, like I said, you have life. You know, you have opportunities. You have the ability to go out there and make things happen. You know, instead of just letting things happen to you. You know, there's those people out there. I believe. You know, either you go out there and make some stuff happen, or things just happen to you. You know, it could be good. It could be bad. You know, it could be ugly, in between, indifferent. You know, whatever that is. But what do you want to do? You know, how do you want to face each day? You know, particularly. You know. Cheryl says, I'm always baffled when people come on here and say they're bored. Like you said, so much to do just in one day. Well, yeah, I had to learn that, Cheryl. You know, when people say that they're bored, you know, that means they don't understand, you know, how interesting their life could be. I'm somebody, I've had to hang around a lot of people to have a whole bunch of excitement. Like, for instance, if I stayed home today and I was here by myself all day and I never moved a step out that door, and I just moved from the bathroom to the bedroom to the kitchen, I could find things to occupy my time, my mind, to where I could have one of the best days ever, you know, and never step foot out that door. Now, don't get me wrong, there's more excitement and things going on outside the door, but you have to be able to enjoy your own company. And it's something that my uncle taught me years ago. You know, you have to first be able to enjoy your own company before you can really enjoy the company of others. You know, understand what it's like to, you know, be your own best friend sometimes. You know, don't be so quick to find validation and excitement and joy or whatever that is in other people. You know, yeah. So, you know, if you can't, you know, be at peace at times and sit there and enjoy the peace, you know, that's given to you in your life, you know, how can you enjoy it with other people? You know, like I said, I have to be able to sit in a room and just be comfortable with being me and being around myself, you know, in order to be comfortable being around others, you know, because you get to know yourself when you're by yourself, you know, who you are, you know, what are your thoughts, what are your innermost depths, your secrets, stuff like that, you know, your insecurities and things that you like and don't like. You take time to get to know yourself, know your own worth, because if not, you'll get around other people looking for validation, you know, looking for, you know, approval, you know, and other people will start to define you and begin to tell you who you are. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm referring to there is so much to do. What has time to be bored? Who has time to be bored? I guess exactly. Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from, Cheryl. There's so much to do, but sometimes people don't feel as if those things are worth doing unless somebody's watching you, or you know, someone is giving you a pat on the back, or it's that validation, or you're not doing something that seems exciting to the masses and whatnot. You know, if you're not going to the concert or to the bar, or you know, you're not going to the game, or you know, you're not hanging out with a bunch of people who probably don't care much about you anyway. You know, like I said, it's just sometimes you can find joy in reading a book, you know, watching your favorite television show, having a conversation on the phone, you know, writing, meditating, praying, whatever the case may be. There's so many particular things you can do. You can take a walk, you know what I'm saying? You could just take time feeding the birds outside or something like that, you know. I mean, you know, yeah, well, you made a good point, Cheryl. So it's just, you know, it's so many different things to do that people forget. Sometimes we forget when we're in our phones, and you know, you're constantly texting back and forth, and you know, searching and looking at stuff, and you know, got your mind preoccupied with the smartphone, which they say is almost like a dopamine addiction. You know, the way it is. You know, sometimes with our smartphones, you know, you can't stay away from it, and you're constantly looking into the phone, and you know, it's like, oh wow, you know, this is my life. You know, sometimes we need to turn the internet off. Sometimes you need to turn the TV off if folks still have TVs, or the electronic devices off, and sit there and enjoy life. Sometimes you just need quiet moments. You know, that's why sometimes I do that myself. Sometimes when I'm here in the house or in an apartment or whatever, and I come in and I'm about to cut on the TV, I have to stop myself, you know, because sometimes you just don't need to, you know, be into, you know, like what's going on in the world. Sometimes I see so much of the world every day, I meet thousands of people each day with the type of work that I do. I meet people from all walks of life, all different languages, all different backgrounds. I see all kind of things, like I said, stuff that I can talk about, stuff that I can't talk about. And sometimes when you come home, you need a break from all that. You need a release. You need to step back. So I'm the type of person, if people don't bother me, like I said, that's fine. Like I said, I get to the point sometimes people think, well, maybe I'm too busy, or maybe, like I said, they'll forget about me. Sometimes people don't realize I get more done when you forget about me. I can be clearer with my thoughts, with who I am, just in, doing what I do. Just like even with the live stream, it's easier just to express myself with the few people that's in the live stream, because now, let's say about 15, 16 people start to come into the live stream, which would be cool, be great, get the watch time up. I'm not saying anything against that, but sometimes the more people you have into a situation, the more pressure you may feel to try to become more than what you are, in a particular thing. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Sometimes you just need to speak to a few people and present your ideas the way that they are. That's just really what it is. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm just, like I said, I'm just talking. I'm just expressing my thoughts. I'm just, like I said, I'm grateful that anybody's here listening at this particular time. I appreciate you folks for being on here. The 3 people, the 2 people, the 2 or 3 thumbs up that I'm getting and whatnot. Like I said, I know folks can do anything else with their time. I appreciate it. What's going on, Vinny G? I appreciate you for coming through, Vinny G, and I appreciate you last night for coming through. This is me here, sitting here, just trying to figure out what day it is. Just working, so tired, so many different things going on. And I think if anybody knows, Vinny G knows, he got so much stuff going on that man fall asleep on live streams. But thank you for coming through for the brief time, Vinny G. I appreciate you all the way from Australia. Yeah, it's Saturday now. See, that's the funny thing. I actually thought it was Saturday here, but it's actually Friday out here. So for you, if I was in Australia, yeah, it would be Saturday. So I guess I wasn't wrong in that regard. It's Saturday somewhere, but to me, I'm feeling like it was Friday. I was just working so much, doing so much, even, like I said, just trying to catch up with the days, just trying to say, is it today Thursday? Is it Monday? Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? Is it Friday, Saturday, whatever? And you just trying to catch yourself. I just had to gather my thoughts and collect all my recollections about, what's going on. How's work? Work is cool. It's just time consuming. That's just what it is. Time consuming. That's what it is. We just got off a Holy Week. And Holy Week is time consuming. Just working the 6 days and then working another 6 days, back to back. I just put it on. Yeah, no. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I'm not going to be on here too much longer, but I'm on here long enough. Like I said, I'm surprised anybody is on right now, because it seemed like it was going to be one of those days where I probably have nobody in the live stream, but you still keep pressing on, and I appreciate you. You faithful folks. You 1, 2, or 3 folks that come through to the live stream. Is the weather warming up, or are you working today? Yes, I'm working today. No, the weather is not warming up. It's actually, they're actually talking about more snow coming soon, eventually. Hopefully not, but they're talking about it. So it may snow again in April. I'm not looking forward to it, but that's just what it is. This is a crazy time right now. Like I said, we're not used to this. Yeah, it may be more snow in April. It may be, you hope it's not, but like I said, you deal with it for what it is. Like I said, I just get through the grind, or whatever the case may be. Yesterday it was a little bit colder than I would like it to be. It felt more like felt more like the beginning of fall, or like the ending of winter than it did, spring, like I said. So had to wear 2 or 3 layers of clothing out in the streets, in the middle of April. So it is what it is. You just deal with it, like I said. So yeah, it is cool. cool in more ways than one, Vinny. But like I said, you deal with it. It's the environment. I mean, I guess man is messing with the environment. It's starting to cool down here. Yeah, I imagine, Vinny G, it will start to cool down there. The weather is different in different places. On the West Coast is it's different places. Like people are having snow in places they normally wouldn't have snow and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, like I said, it is what it is with that. Like I said, I'm just trying to get through the day. Right now, I know it's a colder day. It's a cooler day. You have an okay summer. Yeah, we will have an okay summer. It might be more like a spring/summer. Who knows? If we get a 90-degree day in the summer, I'll celebrate that. Like I said, we'll probably have some 80, 70-degree days. Have an awesome chill day. Yeah, thank you, Yas Poet. It's gonna be a chill day. I give it that. It's gonna be a chill day out in these streets. Which is all good though. It's all good. I mean, I just tell everybody be safe with whatever you doing, wherever you going, however you making it happen. Like I said, I'll probably just be on until the 30-minute mark, and then I'm gonna get up off of here because I actually got to get out there and hit these streets like a hurricane, like a tornado and whatnot. What's for breakfast right now? What's for breakfast is this Red Bull. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for breakfast, Vinny G. I really don't. That's probably a problem too. Sometimes I do have a good breakfast. Sometimes I don't have a good breakfast. I call myself struggling to get to sleep sometimes. One of the things I have to stop doing is like eating before I go to bed. Because when you eat before you go to bed, like you gotta get up, use the bathroom, toss and turn, roll around, say a prayer. Hopefully you can lay down. Man, ask me, what are your hours of work? Well, my hours are 1:30 to 9. But the issue with my work is that I can't leave until the work is done. So let's say, I'm supposed to leave at 9. If there's work that needs to be done, I may not get out of there for another 45 minutes, an hour, whatever the case may be. So everything has to be secure. And I have hours, but there's not really any set hours. So my hours come into question at times. Love the prints behind you. Yeah. These are actually paintings that my aunt used to sell. She used to work for a company called Personal Preference, and these are paintings that she used to sell. So these are paintings that actually were purchased from my aunt. Cool stuff. Cool prints and all that stuff in the background. If you can see it, yeah. Nah. So it's cool. It's cool. Love my aunt. Cool peoples. I don't think she does it anymore, but yeah, those are nice prints. I thought about painting myself, maybe getting back into the practice or whatever the case, but that's something that, who knows, when I have time, maybe I'll get back into painting. I like a lot of abstract stuff, shapes and stuff like that, and colors. I may do a series of paintings and whatnot. Who knows? Like I said, I have to have the time for that particular thing to do it. But yeah, I like art myself. I have a jazz painting that I actually purchased off of my aunt. I should have took better care of it, but it's a print that I bought from her. Time is a rare commodity these days. Yeah. Time is of the essence, Vinny G. It seems like it's never really enough of it in the world, when you need it, But, oh, that's cool. Well, listen, one day, maybe Cheryl, one day we'll get you to try to draw something and get you to do a piece of art. Everybody has art in them. I don't believe that, Cheryl. Everybody is artistic in some way. You just have to be willing to tap into it. Even if you draw stick figures, that's something. But yeah, Vinny G, time is of the essence. It can be a rare commodity, but the reality is this: we're not given any more time than we need, in a given day. It's so easy to waste time, but you can't get time back, and that's one of the things that happens. What's going on, Drysdale? Thank you. Yes, okay. That's your first time here. Appreciate it. Somebody's knocking on the door. I don't know who's knocking on the door. For what? I'll be right back. Who is that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The kitchen and the bathroom. Give me a second. All right. Well, it's time for me to go. I appreciate you folks. Justice Hambrooks. I have to take care of some other business. Thank you, folks, as it's hitting the 30-minute mark. I appreciate you. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.